Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we're going to try this pattern. This is 4003. Now this is in the family of arrowheads that we have definitely done a lot of times here on this channel. But this one goes like really long, and I'm kind of curious if we start this in the center, kind of how long will it go? Okay, so layer, we're going to transform it. I think we're going to go counterclockwise. We could have it point to the middle, which is apparently my favorite way to go, but I think for this one, we're going to go the other direction. Yeah, a little bigger. Slide it off to the side. And I think we're going to try to put a great big old diamond here in the center. So, layer, anchor the floating layer, go to the bottom one. Let's see, so the yellow was here. Let's get a purple for that. Hang on, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there's our purple going in the place of where the yellow is, and that's comes out and does one of these, and it does it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that's 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that takes up like the majority of our bracelet here. And so let's put the next color is red. Mind you, I didn't mention this. I want to make this using a rainbow of colors. So oh, this is interesting. So the red comes in, and then the next color will be orange. Do we have an orange? Yeah. Orange was on the side like this, but then it becomes the one that does the diamonds, and then the red becomes the dots for it. That's pretty cool. And it runs it all the way to the end, just a few little spaces there. Orange. Next would be yellow. I don't have a green? And I need a blue. So the blue is making a diamond there, and the dots here. And somehow this green will come down in the yellow. That's a prediction. Now, I could be wrong, but I've played with enough arrowheads to say that's a pretty good educated guess. So where to start? Let's start with some of the strings that goes the longest. Let's do with this purple, and we'll put in the underlying strings and see some of the where it goes. Again, I'm only going to work on the right hand side because of the symmetry. I can actually just do one side and then copying it, it'll end up on the other side as well. So that's pretty cool. Like that, I really It's such a time saver if you're trying to make patterns and you're wondering how it works. Like it just saves a whole bunch of time. Okay, so I can tell that this green will go like this. Right? And that the orange was going this way. Right? That's kind of obvious. You can see from like its direction or whatever. That's how I knew where this purple was going. So then purple comes through to the green again, comes back to the orange, and it goes out right there. So yeah, now we have the entire purple is mapped, which is pretty cool. We got a good start on this orange. Let's go ahead and kind of have a look, see where it goes. Remember, if it gets too difficult, sort out the easy parts first, the ones that you can see where the direction are. It will pretty much at that point make everything else become a whole lot easier. Right? If you can just follow the path, you'll easily find where the other ones go as a result. I think because we did the purple down the middle surrounded by the red and stuff, that overall, I think we may have balanced the hot and cold colors in this really, really well. Kind of won't know until I put it together, but it looks to me like it might be a real good fit. Let's see if we can do the blue. And so what makes it different from me making bracelets on my channel versus advice you might get elsewhere? For me, I want some symmetry. I want it to be different. I want to see patterns made that like nobody has ever done before. And making the changes like I am to like this bracelet is something that I think is pretty cool. I think what we end up with won't be like anybody else's. If you ask somebody else like how to start this bracelet, they'll draw a diamond on it and just tell you to go there and just, you know, let it continue out the whichever way it goes. Which is okay. You'll get an interesting bracelet, I suspect. Maybe this one, it barely cycles through this whole thing a couple times before you hit the end, you know. But here we're going to end up with something very different. And it's, to me, that's exciting. That's our potential. See there? I told you that yellow would pop up. And that's what I want to teach you guys, is the idea that we can craft something different. And I'm not even sure that like my pattern that I'm making here, I'm not even sure that it would go on to either of the other web pages, or like an example of how to potentially make a bracelet or whatever, like where like friendshipbracelets.net, like they have their pattern, but because it doesn't just repeat itself, I don't think that they would take my pattern. So it's kind of, I like the idea. We're making something different. All right, there we go. Copy, paste, and the flip tool. There we go. Now we have the whole top half. Anchor the floating layer and merge it down. Copy the whole top half now. Again with the flip tool. Use the guidelines to help you flip it, and it just works like that. Okay, so we anchor it, merge down, and there's our bracelet. So yeah, we are definitely dominated by the first segment of this, and like if that's the length of a segment there, you get 2 and a partial if we were to just started at the top and worked our way down. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna really like making this one. All right, guys, quick shout out to my YouTube members for making this possible. Guys, thank you very much. It really means a lot to me. If you want to join, it's easy on YouTube. It's the join button next to subscribe. It's about $4 a month, and it goes to helping to make this channel better. All right, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.